Have you ever felt like life and reality are not the same? Have you ever wondered why sometimes your reality plays out in life in the ways that it does? It kind of seems like life is watching you. Has it ever occurred to you why life is the way that it is? Why life seems to flow in the ways that you flow? I don't know if you've noticed by now, but life is a pattern. It operates in patterns. And that's because your brain operates in patterns as well. See, life is not reality. It's not real. Life is consciousness. But what's the difference? I'm glad you asked. Okay, so I'm going to break this down into simple boxes for you guys, into simple metaphors, okay? So, let's begin. So, you see that life is a label that we call reality. And reality is another term to describe what we know as perspective. So you can kind of picture these words fitting together like in a box, where we have life as the largest box, we have reality as the medium box inside of that box, and inside of the medium reality box we have this small box called perspective. And the smallest box, perspective, is the core. It is the engine for all other boxes. And that tiny box that we call perspective in the core is you. It is your imagination. It is the mind. It is your inner world. So, inside the core is where everything begins. Everything begins with perspective. Without it, there is no reality. There is no life. Your mind has the ability to store data. Not only that, but it has the ability to create data. It has the ability to store and create all that it needs to in order to form what we call reality. The second layer, the second box. The mind is a space that holds for creativity, how we contribute to it, and the relationship that we have with it, the connection we have to our reality, correlates with the connection that we have with our mind and our imagination. Therefore, your reality is combined of everything that you experience. And that experience is also what branches off new ideas, beliefs, systems, and patterns, and so on and so forth. And the attributes that you relate to, that you identify with, is what creates the belief, and the belief is what shapes your reality. Now, how you operate, how you move, and what patterns you exhibit affect the relationship with your reality or with life. So, reality is nowhere outside of you. It is created and destroyed by you, by your mind. And your mind creates your version of reality, your version of reality. Your filters, your belief systems, your systems, you can think of it as an algorithm. Now, with that in mind, yes, everyone is living different realities. Everyone's reality is unique to them. It is unique. What they see, what they believe, what they perceive is all unique to them. What they experience is unique to them as well. Everyone's living a unique idea of reality. So reality is a subjective term. Reality is not a fixed term that we know it by, that we used to know it by. Reality is subjective. It is not one used to describe a mass of people or a group of subjects, simply because reality is made within the magical grounds of one's unique mind, the divine mind. Reality is as real as the ability you have to imagine and believe. Let me say that one more time. Reality is as real as the ability you have to imagine and believe. So two people could be doing the same exact things but have two totally different experiences. We see that all the time. Your reality isn't somewhere outside of you. It's something you're projecting from within. Think of it like this. Reality is the movie, but consciousness is the projector. But nobody ever questions what's behind the light. So, what is life? Right? What is life? Before you can even begin to understand what life is, we also have to understand what consciousness is. What most people think of when they hear the word consciousness, they think of some invisible string or some sort of high intellectual being. They may even think of a trend on TikTok called woke core. The truth is, consciousness is everything and it is everywhere all at once. It is the air that we breathe. It's not the action of breathing. The action of breathing is the signal that we are alive and habitable. But the air that we breathe is what we breathe in consciousness. It's what we call energy. Consciousness is an essence that we are all experiencing right now. It is the present moment. It is a subtle yet profoundly vital essence to our existence on earth and beyond. And one superpower that consciousness provides for us is awareness, the ability to be aware. We cannot have awareness without consciousness. We can think of consciousness as a darkness and awareness bringing a light. Think of yin and yang, light and dark. What consciousness provides is a space, a playground for our awareness to then light up certain areas, to reveal certain things, certain mysteries about ourselves that we then can project out into the world. And once we project what we see into the world, into our reality, from perspective to reality, into life, we are able to now then see our lenses change. Not just because our reality changed, not just because our perspective changed, but because of the mere ability to have awareness. We brought something from the dark into light, which then provides a new perspective into our box, into our core, which then jumps out and projects into reality we call life. And that is what is able to switch our lens, our camera lens, and how we are able to see. Think about it. When they say once you are aware of something, you can never unsee it. And that's true, because your eyes literally change the more that you bring awareness into the dark pits of depths, voids of consciousness. Everything can be conscious, but not everyone is aware. So awareness is a highly intuitive, powerful tool that many of us know of. Especially if you are here right now, listening to this video, you are heightening your level of awareness through the information I am providing to you. Awareness is available to you at your disposal at any time. You can try a mini exercise right now, just to kind of train your ability to be aware. Begin by taking a deep breath in and out. Now, with your mind only, I want you to think of the body part, the elbow, the neck, the lower back, whatever it is. You're using your imagination to strengthen the connection between you in that body part. And now you may begin to breathe into it. Let's say you're doing the neck here. You're allowing the breath to expand. See, the breath doesn't inhale upwards. It's not an upward force. It's a slight, subtle expansion. Feel how that air fills the body part. Feel the connection, okay? Because what's happening is when you use the imagination, it strengthens the connection between you and that area. You may have felt a release depending on what a body part you focused upon. This happens because it is as if you have placed invisible eyes onto a part of you that was once dark. Consciousness is that body part. Your imagination is the light, and the awareness brings it to life. The breath brings it to life. That is called attention. Because you've placed your attention on that body part, it's now able to activate. You're now able to sense it, not just unconsciously, but with awareness. You're now able to feel into that body part because the breath is now connected to it. The mind is aligned with it. You are breathing with intention. When you bring your energy within, that is called intention. And when you place it outside of you, that is called attention. Now think about the ways in which you provide yourself intention. Intention is not an action. Intention, it means to bring your awareness, bring the breath, bring your energy within, and maintain it within. The more you provide yourself with intention, the more powerful you become. Because this intention creates the awareness of self-awareness. And this awareness of self correlates with the relationship you have with yourself, with your reality. So as you can see, awareness is powerful. This is why many things try and pull us away from our awareness. They use attention to distract us from our awareness. When the external can grab our energy by means of attention, then it can take us away from intention. It can take us away from our awareness. And awareness has all to do with self, more so than it ever had to do with outside. We hear of spatial awareness. We hear of awareness of other people, awareness of our surroundings. That cannot hold if we have no self-awareness, okay? Because again, the awareness that you have outside of you stems from the awareness from within that you have from within. So as we can see, awareness is powerful. It has the ability to activate, to animate something that has been so dull in the dark. It reunites a once forgotten puzzle piece to the grand puzzle. Awareness can revive a forgotten part of you. To forget does not mean over a long period of time. It could simply mean by right now, by not thinking of it, by not having your energy inward, called intention. When your energy is outward, it's attention. So awareness is what activates and reconnects you with the body, your soul, and therefore you're able to prescribe your purpose. Life is not what you just see or what you live. Life is awareness and consciousness. It stretches far beyond what we can prove, touch, or name. Any label. Life exists all around us. Reality exists within us. We can tap out of our reality and align ourselves with the mystery of life. This is done to expand our consciousness, to place our energy into the greater awareness, the greater light. Life is a separate existence relative to our inner reality. Life is a grand master canvas, its own realm, full of story and life, freedom, wisdom, and much more than what the dimensions of our minds can comprehend. And yet it is always available for us to experience at any given moment. It is the supreme ultimate provider, caregiver to and for us. Life is the canvas, consciousness is the artist, and awareness is the brush. Reality, that's just the picture you paint, frame by frame. Thank you for listening, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.